like to start with the important questions because the people, the fans, I want to get this on point here. What goes through your mind when fighting someone with one leg?
Bro, that was probably one of the craziest fights of my life because at that point in my career, like, I was having a hard time getting fights, right? Like, it was just, I'd have opponents fall out left and right. And then I had like 3 different opponents for that one, right? And then, bro, it's like 7 days before the fight, and they tell me, you want to fight this guy. His name is Matt Betzold, right? And
seasoned veteran who's fought people like Brandon Moreno, Bruno Silva, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Bro, and like, when I looked up his fight, Brandon Moreno, I thought he was going to get smacked. Bro, he was beating the shit out of Brandon Moreno round 2. So it was like, it was one of those fights where, like, I beat him, I get no credit. I lose to him, I'm just going to get, like, obviously made fun of because, you know.
Kind of like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But that's crazy. And what's crazy is I'm doing my research. You have a bunch of fights out. The first 4 fights I see, you win. It's like the guy barely puts any resistance on you. He's the 5th fight I watch, and he's the first person that it's a pretty competitive fight.
Yeah.
So I want to get into the mindset about that because the first round you guys go straight to like the grappling and takedowns. Is this an honorability thing where like you don't want to just because like what's going on? Like I feel like I'm not a fighter. I'm not educated. So this is why I love to have this conversation with you. I think like the natural thing to do is this guy's one-legged. He's literally he can't stand. So like you're going to rush him like Michael Chandler-esque. The first round, it's a tremendo grappling event between you and him.
Yeah.
So what's your mindset with that?
So there's a couple factors going into that fight that like just to like, I didn't fight in my weight class. So he took the fight on super short notice. We fought at 135. I was getting ready for 125 the entire time. So I went up to 135 pounds. He missed weight. He came in at 139 pounds. And this is with one leg. So, like, this dude was massive, bro. Like, I'm talking about on fight day, he was about 150-something pounds.
Imagine with a leg.
Exactly. He'd be like fucking 200, bro. So, like, we get into the fight, and, like, again, like, I can't kick him in the head. He's considered a downed opponent at all times.
So that factors into the rules.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So like,
you see.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's influencing the rules.
Yeah. So
there's
like,
certain things you can't just necessarily do. So you can't necessarily do the Michael Chandler-esque.
So there's no kick. There's no knee. So like, because he's obviously already down. Like punching down, there's only so much force I'm gonna generate doing that because I'm getting completely out of position because he was pretty low. So it essentially just turned into a wrestling and grappling match. And I knew that going in. What I didn't expect is how damn strong he was. So like. Because
he has to compensate. He has to overcompensate because he doesn't have the leg, right?
Bro, so like everyone's telling me like, you know, don't underestimate him. If you're
shout out Matt. What's his last name?
Betzold.
Matt Betzold. Yeah. Shout out Matt Betzold, man.
Bro,
incredible.
So like, I'm telling myself before the fight, I'm not gonna bro. I see him and I can't help but underestimate him. It's just
It's
so,
natural. Like, you're obviously gonna think there is a disadvantage. But here's the thing. And the commentators on the fight do point it out. You're not training. How do you train for somebody one-legged? Even if you have your training partners on one leg, it's not the same because they're not as strong as that guy. They're not overcompensating. They're not used to constantly moving on one leg. So did you actually have your training partners do like one-legged things like that?
No, not really.
You didn't even know it was gonna be him till 7 days before.
It was like a couple days before I found out it was him.
The Rhino's in the house.
Hey,
that's his bottle from the previous episode. My bad.
So, bro, like that fight, I had to really dig deep because, like, bro, he takes me down and I'm like trying to go for an arm bar, bro, and he elbows me in the eye. And the first elbow he hits me, he swells my eye shut. That was, I think, one of the few clean shots he got, but it swelled my eye. Like this whole side of my face went numb. Like that's how hard he elbowed me.
Wow.
And then like after that, it was like, bro, I knew I was in a dog fight. And then like after that, with my coaches, we were able to make some good adjustments
in between rounds.
Yeah, and then I felt like round 2 and 3, I was just able to
super different fight. Yeah.
Nah, man, like that is still to this day in like my 15 professional fights and my 7 amateur fights. That is the strongest dude I've ever dealt with. Like
really,
like pound for pound, like just his grip strength and how hard he grabs. No, it was ridiculous. Like the dude is strong.
Incredible. My best friend Mars is in the house. I had seen the fight in the morning and he came over and I was like, man, this guy fought against this one-legged person. He was like, there's no way. He was doubting. He was like, bro, the second round he starts throwing blows. They have exchanging strikes. It was incredible, man.
Bro, like for me too, it was one of those fights where I just want, because I remember talking with my manager and he was like, you sure you want to do this fight? And I was like, is there any other fight on the horizon? I would have taken any other fight and just like, there's no other fight on the horizon. I'm like, bro, I need to stay active because at the end of the, at that point, COVID had slowed my career down. After COVID, my career was slowing and like, I want to get fights in. So if it had to be him, it was so be it. You know, like I was ready to fight my mom at that point. You know.
Oh
So-
my God! Shout out, mom. Shout out, mom, who prays for you before every fight too. That's really cool.
She prays, but she hates it. But it is what it is. You know.